Happy children, in this video we are going to learn grammar. In this worksheet 2, we are going to discuss about simple proportions, complex proportions, words associated with painting. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns or phrases to other words within a sentence. Usually these prepositions will be placed in front of nouns. They connect the people, objects, time and locations of a sentence. That is the very purpose of a preposition. Preposition is classified into two types, simple prepositions and complex prepositions. What is meant by a simple preposition? Simple preposition is nothing but preposition which consists only one word. For example, in, on, at, with, from, against, all these are all simple prepositions. Simple prepositions are classified into many types. The first one is prepositions that are used to indicate place and position. If you want to mention the place, if you want to position an object, if you want to position the noun, then you can use these prepositions like in, on, at, behind, over, under. It will tell you the place and position of a particular noun. Then comes the direction. What is the preposition of direction? It is nothing but into, towards, around, along, up, down. It will refers the direction. And the next one is time and duration. It will tell you at what time it happened. What is the duration of the particular thing. Here we are using these words like at, in, after, till, for. These are all the simple words which will refer the time and duration of a particular thing. Then the next one is source. What is meant by source? From where it comes, from where it happened. What is the source of a particular thing? For that purpose, we are using the word from. The next one is purpose. What is the actual usage of a particular thing? So here, for the purpose, we are using for. Next one is means. By what mean it happened? Okay, for example, the words which we can use for means are by and with. Next one is complex prepositions. Prepositions which consist of two or more words are called as a complex prepositions. In other word, it is called as compound prepositions. Got it? Usually, this complex prepositions will be 2-word units or 3-word units. Okay, here we are going to learn about 2-word units. What is the use of 2-word units? It will consist of a word along with a simple preposition. Got it? The example is apart from. Apart is a word and from is a preposition. Okay, here we are going to learn complex prepositions, which is nothing but which will perform the same function as prepositions but are made up of 2 or more words. The following are the examples of complex prepositions. They are according to, instead of, by means of. Look at the third example, my by means of. This is the best example for 3 words units. Got it? The next one is along with, in spite of, in addition to, due to, together with, ahead of. So, this table is showing some of the examples of complex prepositions which we are going to use and utilize to solve the exercises given in the grammar book based on complex prepositions. Got it? The final one is words associated with painting. As this unit is completely interlinked with the reader, what is the second unit? The master artist. That's why we are learning about words associated with painting. What are the other words associated with painting? Palette. What is a palette? The board on an artist uses to mix paint. With that, they will mix number of colors in order to come up with a new color, right? The next one is pigment. I taught you what is pigment. Pigment is nothing but colored powder that is mixed with liquid to produce paint. That's how the paint is produced. And the sitter. What is meant by sitter? A person who is posing for his or her portrait to be painted or carved. Those who are posing for a particular portrait to be painted. They are nothing but sitters. Next one is composition. Composition is nothing but any mixture of ingredients. In order to make a new outcome, we will mix number of ingredients to come out with a composition. That is nothing but composition. The next one is canvas. What is meant by canvas? Canvas is nothing but a heavy coarse fabric on which the artist will paint on. Okay, these are all the words that we have learned associated with painting. What are they? Palette, pigment, sitter, composition and canvas. So in this video, we have discussed about simple proportions, complex proportions and words associated with painting. Here I end up this video and thanks for listening to this video. Have a good day.